but they're thin as fuck. That's not gonna support.
That could support our weight.
Our weight?
Yes, dude. We're fucking living in the tree together.
I have no idea about that, chieftain.
You don't want to live in the tree with me?
No,
That's kind of fucked up, dude. We've been friends since 7th grade. I think about a lot like getting old. Getting old is such a scary ass thing.
It shouldn't be. Think of it as leveling up, my guy.
It definitely is, but I'm talking about like we're all gonna hit that decrepit age.
Yeah.
But it's like no one thinks about that at the ripe age of like your mid-20s. So it's like try to put yourself in that perspective that many years ahead is crazy. That like your body just won't function unless you take care of it, obviously, but it's all gonna fucking hit us.
To me, that doesn't matter.
You're immortal.
No, not
You're
even that.
immortal.
I'm not immortal, no. But when I was a kid, I had like a thought that scared when I was a kid, I had a thought that scared the fuck out of me. I don't know why, but my entire life I've been like an overthinker. And when I was a kid, I had the idea of what is forever. When you die, you're just stuck in nothingness for the rest of time, and there is no end to time.
Yep.
And that like concept actually like made me piss myself as a kid. Like I was scared of shit, and I struggled with that for so long.
It's like before you're born.
Yeah.
What is it?
Nothing. Which scared me, but the way I've come to terms with it is that everything is made of the same stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So it's all reduce, reuse, recycle. When you die, if you're cremated, whatever the fuck you are, you're just going to go back into the earth. The earth is going to go back into space, the energy. Energy is conserved, you know? And it's just... It is what it is. Maybe you'll be reborn again. A different arrangement of stuff.
Do you believe in reincarnation? That type of shit? I know some people hardcore believe in that. Because you definitely do get some interesting things that you encounter in life. Yet again, I don't know if it's coincidence, your brain like trying to trick itself into it. But like when my uncle died, my mom would start seeing like having these super vivid dreams of him and stuff like that. And then we'd just randomly find like feathers and shit. Like just weird like...
Well, something like that happened to me too.
Yeah, like weird coincidental stuff. I don't know if it's your brain...
I think it's your brain, because your brain is really good at recognizing patterns.
Yeah.
So like stuff that you wouldn't normally see, you would see. But the thing that interests me is what is the evolutionary advantage to a lot of the things that we feel?
What do you mean?
Like, let's say monogamy, for example, just dating one person. What is the evolutionary advantage to dating one person? If you were like an animal, wouldn't you want to like spread your seed, become as varied as possible?
Yeah.
Like, societal constructs to me are what differentiate us. I think, what's this called? Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher that I talk about. He talks about how the thing that separates humans from beasts is logos, which is like logic, basically. So it's just, we can logic our way through things, and that's what makes us human, right?
Yeah.
But at some point, what emotions do we feel that aren't necessarily like necessary?
Probably a lot of them.
That speak to a higher sense of self than just your natural body.
Yeah.
That interests me, but like, do I believe there's like a God and stuff like that? Maybe in some sense, right?
How so? What do you mean?
Like what started everything? You know what I mean?
That's always the big question. That's
Like-
the only question.
But
No.
I think that something started everything, whether it's a computer turning on like a simulation or the start of just nature itself, but something had to have started that, right? And in that sense, yeah, maybe there is a God, or what we would think of as a God, but nature is nature at the end of the day. I don't think that somebody dictated whether or not you won a scratch ticket.
Or it's to live by. You think it's just all simulation?
Simulation,
I
maybe,
think that
but
seems like if I had to put money on what this all is, I'd probably put my money there. That seems like the most likely. Because yet again, if we just keep going without nuking ourselves, we're gonna get to that point. As long as we go uninterrupted, sky is the limit.
But my thing about it being a simulation, right? If a civilization had the technology to create a simulation this real, this realistic, with this much processing power and just raw data, right?
Yeah.
Why would they need it? Right?
I mean, I think
What is the point of simulating early civilization where we are right now in all of history? What was the point of going through all that? And what are you trying to prove that you haven't already learned from getting to the point that you're at? And that to me makes no sense. And also, why would you make it this real?
But I think we think of these things in only what our kind of human minds can comprehend. This might be something completely different that doesn't even have any sort of evolutionary pattern from us or correlation to us. It could be something completely different for all we know.
100% could be. I mean, we physically cannot know everything, but we can try to extrapolate what we can, right?
So you think it would be like a more advanced version of us that would have created it?
More advanced version of us, no, because they would have simulated the entire universe. So we're just a byproduct of that. Now that's asking like, do we think aliens are us? Like I don't fucking know.
Well, that's a whole different conversation. Do you think?
But what I'm saying is that whoever did make us, they don't necessarily even know that we exist to an extent. If you just turn a simulation on and it just does whatever it does, like even then, how would the observer, the person that's doing this, like the simulation, be able to observe all these different entities that spawned, right?
Yeah, be a lot to keep track of.
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot. So that's what I'm saying. Like I think that if this is a simulation, then we just don't understand the purpose, dude. Like we just don't know.
Yeah.
As for if I think it's a simulation, I don't think so.
So what do you think it was before?
There's no fucking way to know that, dude. There's no.
Well, if it's not a simulation, what else could it be?
In my opinion, it just restarts itself.
What do you mean?
The universe just restarts itself. It's like a you know how they said there's no such thing as a perpetual motion machine? Like you can't just infinitely create energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well maybe this is energy just recreating itself over and over again, right? The universe starts, it gets as big as possible, expands, then it contracts, boom, again, over and over again. For all of time. That is what time is.
Do you subscribe to the theories of like these old advanced civilizations, but then they got wiped out during the course of the history of the Earth?
Yeah, it's like the great well human civilization on Earth?
Yeah, like there was
I don't believe that because we would have found something, right? Like, our world is massive, and there's many things that we have yet to explore, but if there was a civilization that was, like, you know, even bigger than what we are today, we would definitely see remnants. That's like saying, like, oh, if our civilization collapsed right now in 1,000 years, or whatever time frame it might be, do you think there'd be no remnants? Well, of course there would be. You dig deep enough, you'll find buildings. You can't just, like, not find concrete.
After a certain period of time, I'm pretty sure that's the argument against our civilization.
Well, plastics. Plastics don't even exist.
Yeah, plastics probably would be around.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know. We haven't seen any unnatural materials on the
planet.
planet.
Well, I'm saying more along the lines of like not necessarily us advanced or more advanced than us, but more advanced than what we had previously thought of some of these civilizations, like the Egyptians.
Well, we already know that's true because we saw like the example of the first computer we found like underneath like a water or whatever, underwater somewhere. Not a computer in the sense of like a fucking laptop, but a computer in the sense of it can do calculations. Definitely more advanced than we thought.
Yeah.
But to what extent do we even care, right? Like,
well, it's just interesting because we could easily just be in that cycle. Like if there were periods of humans that were like kind of like us and were kind of on a different path, maybe like technologically.
That panspermia is a fucking a theory, which is pretty popular, and I actually think that might be true. Meteors just bring life forms from other places onto planets. They just smack it, and guess what? Evolution does its thing.
Do you subscribe to the what's the other theory? That we're a product of alien accelerated evolution.
Accelerated evolution?
You ever hear about that one?
Not really, no.
You don't think
I don't know what that means.
Meaning like we were rats, pigs, all the basic level life forms, like not intelligent. But then an alien civilization came down here and like biohacked us, accelerated our evolution, and that's why we're so vastly different than everything else on the planet.
No, because our evolution is easy to trace.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can literally just look back and see how our bones grew the way they did and how we got our appendages and like
Is that bad if I'm squeezing it from there?
What, from the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, there, yes. That's.
I know, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, so this is a quick. Are you gonna try holding it back?
Why not?
You're gonna smell like shit, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's not what we'll see, bro. I know the
that
reason why.
container can hold a fucking nuke, bro.
No, it can't.
All right, Justin. So what is this all then? Like I'm looking out at this beautiful. Look at this. Take this in. Take this in.
Yep.
And we're just here.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Yeah. Probability, my dude.
It's fucking insane.
You know what? You think it's insane, right?
Like that's what keeps me up.
No, but
it's
this
like,
is the thing.
Just like
Think of
just here. Like what are we?
Think about this, right? You think that it's insane that probability brought you this, right?
Yeah.
But think about how big the universe is in comparison. Is it really that improbable?
What? That we're the only thing out here?
Not that we're the only thing out here, but the fact that you are here in general, right? You think it's like, oh, what are the chances that a random rock flew onto a planet and like breeded life, and that life evolved into us, and we're having this conversation and be sitting here, right?
To pondering about the idea.
Yeah, just pondering about the idea, right? Like
it.
you think that is so infinitesimally small, but think about this. There's probably quadrillions of fucking asteroids through the the galaxy floating and hitting a planet. So
amount.
even if you say 1 in a trillion, okay, then that means there should at least be hundreds of thousands of civilizations. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like when you put things in that perspective, no, it's not that crazy to think about that a civilization came to this point. No, because nature is random and happening everywhere, and randomness, even though it's random, still has probability. 12% of the time, it's still going to pop up this or that, and math is still math. So it's like, yeah, we're here, and even within our lives, right? Like, what are the chances that all of our families made the decisions that they made for us to have even met? You know what I mean?
Dude, this is even amazing me even more because that joint's doing work. But like when you do the complete circle, it looks like we're just in the middle of like a giant tree crater.
It's kind of crazy how this is like the highest hill.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's fucking weird looking.
Did you see the end of Oppenheimer, bro?
I didn't watch Oppenheimer.
Oh, dude, the ending is crazy.
Let me guess what happens.
What happens?
They drop it on someone.
What? No. Well, yeah, that happens and it's fucked up, but they actually don't even show it being
So what
dropped.
else happens?
They don't even show it being dropped on the place.
I'd imagine, dude. What's there to show? It's just a blank screen.
No, at the end, it shows like what he fears, basically, and it's a world that, falls under nuclear war, so it just shows like him in a car going home and he hears like a missile above his head, and then like it just scopes out the planet just being bombarded with nukes.
Oh,
and
that would scare me.
Yeah.
I can't watch that because that is what.
But it's fucking. You should watch it though, because it's like, yeah, this is the shit. This is the shit that pisses me off, dude. And this is what I hate about this fucking country. It's the fact that there's stuff that just makes sense, like nuclear energy, for example. Nuclear energy just makes fucking sense. It is safe. It is something that we can do properly.
But Justin, the
what?
energy companies wouldn't like that.
Yes,
though.
that's the thing. What I'm saying,
know,
the lobbying.
They're
It's
not
because
gonna let it happen.
coal and fucking like natural gas lobbied for nuclear to be like outlawed everywhere.
But what do we do? We can't do nothing.
Fucking.
That's the problem. That's what's crazy.
We can on a local level, but it's just like people will never.
Dude, our local politicians are not dealing with nuclear energy and shit.
Yes, but the thing is if you elect
They
somebody
can't even
who
fucking
cares.
fix the roads.
You know what's funny is that I actually do think, right, and it's unfortunate to say this, but in a generation, right, where like us as older people are used to things being viral, it'll be 10 times easier for somebody like me to just be like, yo, I'm running for office just because I want nuclear energy to be a thing, and then like actually like make that go viral, make it make sense, and then people actually like spread it, and then you could probably win an election like that.
I don't think with the level of manipulation in the system.
On a local, like on the smallest, you start on the smallest scale.
It
would take a long time.
That's gonna take a really long time.
It would, but like if you had the like social media skills for staying relevant.
Logan Paul.
Yeah, like fucking Logan
like,
Paul. Like
he's just like, oh, I want to run when I'm old.
Like imagine somebody like I don't know, maybe like fucking Vsauce Michael. Somebody like that. Like, hey,
I couldn't take him serious as a president.
You couldn't take him seriously, but what if he said like, hey, this is going to be better for you?
No, I would vote for him over anyone else because I know him. He's Vsauce Michael.
That's what I'm saying. You would vote for him over somebody else because you know him as a genuine educator. And
that's
you're like, I would vote for that guy.
Arnold won the California governor. If you got clout, it's easier to win.
But that's what I'm saying. Imagine if you use your clout. Like, let's say you became popular on YouTube or whatever, and you're like, now I'm going to use my clout to like go for office, and you start at that level. And also, a lot of the people that are like up there are fucking about to die, bro. Like these 80, 90-year-old, their time is running out, my dude.
When he froze on the podium the other day, it was crazy.
In a decade, half of our fucking elected officials are going to be dead. So like, I don't know.
But then their fucking panspermia will come in, and it'll be the next generation.
Dude, I wouldn't even be surprised if these fucking people actually thought to themselves that, hey, if like we nuke them first and we just go into this bunker, at least we'll live, and it's just like a family. And it's like now we gotta fuck till we rebreed the population. It's like, why? You're a radiated wasteland. People don't think.
That's the ending to that movie with Leo, where the planet goes extinct. Don't Look Up.
Yeah, that was sad.
That's the ending of that.
That movie made me so sad because I thought it's true. Like I was like 100% true.
I like when movies do that because I feel like that's the only way to get that through people's heads, on like a general level. Because like the average person doesn't think about that shit.
You know what's crazy to me is that I agree with you, but
it's more likely now. But
I agree with you, and for a bit I thought that was possible, like that you could change mass opinion with like a good, well-made movie or something like that. But dude, some people like nowadays, especially with like the TikTok generation of kids growing up, dude.
What?
Yo, you can't get shit through anybody's head nowadays.
Nah.
Have you been seeing the TikToks of like teachers in 7th and 8th grade talking about like their students' retention spans?
Yeah. It's becoming an issue.
It's becoming an issue where people literally have no attention span and you cannot teach them anything. So it's like even if you make a well-documented movie, they're not going to be able to understand like what the takeaway was.
Yeah.
They can't even look that deep. Distribution of like weed, that's a way of suppressing the masses because it's like, hey, you can just smoke away your problems if you're feeling stressed. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, that's easy. Look how easy it is to go to a dispensary. And you just walk in, grab a fucking joint.
I went today. It was so nice in there.
Yeah,
like they're so nice.
they look like a fucking Apple store. You walk in, and it's
They look-
like, yeah,
they look nicer.
Would you like the special this and this? And they're always on discount and shit. And
Yeah.
it's like, dude, oh, gotta be careful coming up this. And there's water. I hope I wasn't like, oh, I was.
What? No, you weren't in
Shirt
it.
wasn't there?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it's wet right here. I can
What?
feel it. Unless that was my sweat, but
I think it might be a sweat. This light is fucking sick, dude. This is crazy.
yeah, my sweater was in the look. Feel this right here.
You weren't in it though. I was fucking.
No, I was sitting outside of it, but I think my shirt was drooping off into it.
What?
Well, I know I was sitting over here, right?
Dude, you were all the way over there.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
the fuck. That's wild. Oh, also look at the joint.
No.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, it's so sad looking.
I'm sorry. All that because I just wanted to check what time it was.
So much destruction happened in such a short amount of
Listen,
time.
you
It's
can't
crazy.
get me stoned on the top of a giant rock and expect
I'm
it to
honestly
go okay.
getting scared.
That's like something that worries me to an extent, but at the same time doesn't.
What?
So, I've told you about when I used to get stoned and like play Valorant before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and record some Halo. Some Beaming Kids.
Beaming kids.
And Halo, yeah.
You're gonna fuck them up? I just stepped in that puddle.
I heard that.
I just stepped. Oh my god, my shoe is soaked.
Dude, and your shoe has holes, bro.
Oh my god, that was a deep ass puddle. Why was it so deep?
Dude, this place is a rain catcher.
It's there, the fucking one spot.
But
dude.
yet again, like I said, if there was a zombie apocalypse, bro, tent up here, you're chilling.
If we got a crane, we're chilling.
Fucking crane. I think if you have a crane, you can do so much more than.
Yeah, dude, I've been building that tree, dude.
Nah, that'd be sick. Imagine that.
That would be.
Imagine if that was your solution.
They're two perfect trees. They're fucking identical.
I think that's the way down, correct?
Oh god, yeah, we gotta figure this out. I'm stoned, so
This is gonna be a journey. I'm pretty middle ground right now.
I feel like Tweak from fucking South Park.
I'm actually razor sharp focused right now as I fall off the fucking cliff.
Oh my god, that feels horrible.
Right,
Please
right,
don't.
let's go down this way. Just be careful, cause this shit
Yeah, we
is
gotta be
steep.
mad careful, dude. We're
This
going
shit
down a
is steep. What
mountain.
if I shit myself, dude? Oh fuck. Okay, this is actually kind of sketch. Okay, hold up. All right, let's take the smart way around instead of just trying to like.
I want to speed run it.
Fuck.
Was this the way?
Yeah. What if we just got attacked by like a fucking raccoon right now or some shit?
Dude, I would fucking kill that raccoon.
Would you?
Huh?
Would you?
Absolutely, if it ever came for me. One way is definitely easier than the other because the leaves going down, we might die. Like, you
Oh, I
might
see.
actually want rock.
Well, I mean, I don't know about sliding on rocks being a better alternative, but you know,
Well,
that looks like a cliff. That doesn't even look like a fuck.
no, that's the way.
Okay, well go. Yeah.
No. How do we get up?
Dog, I definitely think it's that way.
Are you sure?
This one at least looks like it's a fucking slope going
Oh,
down.
there's a red solo cup.
Hey, be careful. This part's actually slippery.
Yeah, dude. God, this feels like that Sonic Heroes mission when you're in the fucking, like, jungle. And you gotta, like, jump on the big-ass frog.
So fucking hold it so it
What?
doesn't dug in here.
What is this? There's a fucking tree in the way.
All right. Well, this tree got toppled over, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Holy
blocking
fuck.
the path. Take free tables for our Facebook Marketplace business.
I'm not gonna steal tables.
You don't want to steal the State Department's tables?
Nah. What I'm saying is that if somebody comes up to me and it's like, that guy stole from a Walmart, I'd be like, okay, cool, dude.
Yeah, but like,
But
all
if
right.
somebody's like, that guy stole from a state park, I'm like, yeah, that's a guy's a
No,
dick.
so
That
that
guy's
guy,
a fucking
that
asshole.
guy can rot, dude.
Somebody fucking abducts a kid and it's like, I'll be out here looking for
Oh
the
my
clown.
god, dude, I would be the Jim Hopper in that investigation.